young furries. What is a young furry exactly? Some people consider a young furrer to be any furry under the age of 18, but I personally think you're a young furry if you're under 16. This is because at 16 you can get your license, and at 17 you can see R-rated movies, which aren't things a child can do. So if you're a furry under the age of 16, I've got some stuff to tell you. Hello everyone, I'm solarsaber, and today I'll be giving some advice to you youngsters. No matter what you've heard, young furries are good for the fandom. After all, when the big-name fursuit makers and artists get old, who's going to take their place? You guys will. Now, I'd like to address some misconceptions I know a lot of young furs have. I know many of you may watch popular furry YouTubers that have cute fursuits. It may seem like everyone in the fandom has a fursuit. This is only because people outside of the fandom tend to focus on the most recognizable thing about furries, which happen to be fursuits. To be a furry, you don't need a fursuit. I don't have a fursuit. Heck, most of the fandom doesn't have a fursuit. You wouldn't believe how many comments I get of people who I'm assuming are middle schoolers or younger, saying, "Ugh, I want to be a furry, but I don't have a fursuit." Well, you don't need one. All you need to join the fandom is an interest in anthropomorphic animals. Moving on to my next topic, I also get a lot of comments from young furs saying they don't know how to tell their parents they're a furry. Here's a shocker for you. You don't. You really don't need to tell them. Being a furry is just a hobby. I made a whole video on this called Why You Shouldn't Come Out as a Furry, so you can check that out if you'd like a further explanation. Okay, young furs, now we need to talk about a serious topic, art theft. I see art theft all the time, especially on Furry Amino, and it's usually done by you all. What is art theft exactly? The most well-known form of art theft is taking someone else's art and claiming it as your own. There are other types of art theft that aren't as well known though. Taking a piece of art someone drew and setting it as your icon or avatar is also art theft. The picture you're using is someone else's character. Even if you think it's cute, you cannot use it unless the artist explicitly says that it's free to use. Tracing over art done by someone else, even if you modify it slightly, is art theft too. It's okay to trace in order to practice and get better, but you should never publicly post a traced art piece. Never. This last form of art theft is kind of tricky to cover. Say you see a character design you like. The design is being sold for a price you can't afford, so you decide to just use the design in one of your own drawings, maybe as a different species. That's art theft. I said this is tricky because sometimes, yeah, you can make a character that may look like someone else's by accident. That's okay. But it's usually very easy to tell when your design is directly copied from someone else. Just make sure not to copy someone when you're creating a character. Let's explore the skills you young furries possess. Are you an artist? A fursuit maker? Maybe even a music composer? That's amazing! Do you sometimes feel discouraged when you see other people's amazing creations? I know a lot of you may. A lot of adults feel the same way all the time. Well, I'm here to tell you not to give up. Becoming great at anything takes loads of practice. To make you feel better, I'm gonna show you some of my art I made when I was 10 years old. Yep, take it all in. I'll be turning 18 next month, and here's some art I recently did. Over the years, I improved a lot. Most of you are around the age I was when I first started art. Whatever your passion may be, just remember that you'll improve with time. Here's the hard part. When certain people figure out you're a furry, they're going to be mean. They're going to say awful things to you, and it's gonna hurt. Trust me. I get tons of hate comments every day telling me to do things to myself that I can't even say on this video. But you know why I keep making videos? Because those hateful comments don't bother me, and they shouldn't bother you either. Most of these hateful words are going to come from people on the internet that you've never even seen before. Don't let the opinion of someone you don't even know get to you. And if it's your friends in real life saying these hateful things, you need to find a new friend group. Real friends wouldn't make fun of an interest you have. To recap this mini lesson, I just want all you young furs to remember that you're important to this fandom and to keep doing what you love. Was this information helpful to you? Let me know in the comments. And remember, shine bright.